Good evening. I hope you are all doing really well. Tonight I'm going to read 100 facts about 100 countries generated by ChatGPT. I have not checked the reliability of these facts, nor have I read them in advance, so we will take the crazy ride together. So I hope it's accurate, and let me know if your fact from your country was read and whether or not it was true. So I want you to get comfortable. I'm going to get the facts ready on my phone. Take some nice deep breaths and we'll get right to it. So, I did it in 2 lots of 50, so it goes alphabetically. So, it goes down from A to C, and then on the next 50 it will do it again. So, that's why it's in a funny order. So, 100 country facts. Number 1. Australia is home to the Great Barrier Reef, the world's largest coral reef system. Brazil has the Amazon rainforest, which produces about 20% of the world's oxygen. Canada has more lakes than the rest of the world combined. Really? I didn't know that. China. The Great Wall stretches over 13,000 miles. 13,000 miles. France. The Eiffel Tower was originally meant to be temporary. Germany invented both the printing press and the automobile. India, the largest democracy in the world. Italy. Rome, Italy, is home to a country within a country. That's right. Vatican City. Japan. Japan has more than 5 million vending machines, which is a lot for a relatively small country. Mexico. Chocolate originated with the Aztecs and the Mayans. The United States has the world's largest economy. I'm sure there was more they could have said about the US, but never mind, that's the one we've got. The United Kingdom. Where are you? London was the first city in the world to have an underground railway. I do know a little about that. I think it was something like 1911 or 1899 or something crazy when they had the first subway tube. So. Russia spans 11 time zones. South Africa has 3 capital cities: Pretoria, Bloemfontein, and Cape Town. Sorry if I mispronounced Bloemfontein. I don't know. Egypt, The pyramids of Giza are the last remaining ancient wonder of the world. Argentina. Tango dance originated here. Chile. The Atacama Desert is one of the driest places on earth, funnily enough, for a desert. Spain produces more olive oil than any country. Portugal. Lisbon is older than Rome. That's quite surprising for me. Very surprised. Greece, of course, the birthplace of democracy. Turkey. Istanbul is the only city in the world spanning 2 continents. Sweden. IKEA. IKEA was founded here. Norway, known for its fjords carved by glaciers. Finland has more saunas than cars. I don't know how they know that. That would be a very impressive amount of saunas. Denmark, consistently ranked as one of the happiest countries in the world. I have heard that about Denmark. Is that true, Danes? Are you happy people? Iceland has no mosquitoes. None at all. No mosquitoes. Ireland. Halloween traces back to the ancient Celtic festival Samhain. It's nearly Halloween. I want to dress my 1-year-old up in a Halloween costume for the first time. Netherlands. About a third of the country lies below sea level. Interesting. Belgium invented the waffle as we know it today. The Belgian waffle. I don't think these are alphabetical, actually. I'm reading them. Switzerland, famous for neutrality and not being in the EU. I think I've had some lovely chocolate in Switzerland, I would say. Quite famous for that, but okay, ChatGPT. Austria, known as the birthplace of classical music icons like Mozart. Poland. Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, was Polish. Hungary. The Rubik's Cube was invented by a Hungarian professor. Was he called Professor Rubik by any chance? Czech Republic, home to the world's largest ancient castle complex, Prague Castle. Slovenia has more than 6,000 caves. 6,000 caves. Croatia. The Dalmatian dog breed is named after the Dalmatia region. I didn't know that. I love Dalmatians. Serbia. Nikola Tesla was born here. I didn't know Nikola Tesla was Serbian. Ukraine. Kiev is one of the oldest cities in Eastern Europe. Romania. The legend of Dracula comes from Transylvania. Bulgaria uses the Cyrillic alphabet like Russia. Is it Cyrillic? Cyrillic. Is that Cyrillic? Thailand. Bangkok's full ceremonial name is the longest city name in the world. It doesn't write it, and even if it did, I don't know if I would have tried to say it. Vietnam produces the second largest amount of coffee in the world after Brazil. That's a shocker. I did not think coffee came from Vietnam. If that's true. Indonesia. The world's largest archipelago with over 17,000 islands. The Philippines, made up of more than 7,000 islands. South Korea, home to the world's fastest internet speeds. North Korea has its own calendar, starting from the birth of Kim Il-sung in 1912. Saudi Arabia, home to Mecca, Islam's holiest site. I didn't know that was in Saudi Arabia. United Arab Emirates. Dubai is home to the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. Qatar, one of the richest countries in the world per capita. And New Zealand was the first country to give the women the right to vote, all the way back in 1893. Go New Zealand. That was the first 50. We'll move on swiftly to the second 50. Afghanistan, known as the Graveyard of Empires due to its history of resisting invasions. Pakistan, home to K2, the world's second highest mountain. Never heard of K2. Is that what it's called? Bangladesh has the world's largest river delta, the Ganges, Brahmaputra Delta. Nepal has Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain. Bhutan measures success by gross national happiness instead of GDP or gross domestic product, which I love, by the way. Bhutan, that's great. Sri Lanka, nicknamed the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. The Maldives, the lowest lying country in the world. Iran, one of the oldest continuous civilizations, dating back over 5,000 years. Iraq, ancient Mesopotamia, often called the Cradle of Civilization Museum. Israel has more startups per capita than any other country. Jordan, home to Petra, one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Lebanon. Beirut is one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities. Damascus is considered one of the oldest cities in the world. Yemen. Sorry, I'm just thinking about Friends. When Chandler Bing goes to Yemen. Oh, he does go to Yemen. R.I.P. Matthew Perry. Anyway, Yemen, home to the historic city of Sana'a, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Oman, known for frankincense, once more valuable than gold. Kuwait, 90% of its population lives in the capital city. Wow, that's amazing. Bahrain, the smallest country in the Middle East. Armenia, first nation to adopt Christianity as a state religion back in 301 AD, long time ago. Georgia, known for producing some of the world's oldest wine, over 8,000 years. Kazakhstan, the largest landlocked country in the world, and home to porn. Uzbekistan, Samarkand was a key city on the Silk Road. Turkmenistan has a giant burning gas crater called the Door to Hell. Sounds ominous. Kyrgyzstan, sorry if I've said that wrong, only over 90% of the country is mountainous. Tajikistan contains the world's second highest dam, Nurak Dam. Mongolia has more horses than people. That sounds nice. Ethiopia, never colonized except for a brief Italian occupation. Kenya, the Great Rift Valley runs through the country. Tanzania, I don't know which one that is. Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's tallest peak, is here. Uganda, Winston Churchill called it the Pearl of Africa. Nigeria, Africa's most populous country. Ghana, first African country to gain independence from colonial rule in 1957. The Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire, major global producer of cocoa beans. Thank you, Ivory Coast. Senegal, Dakar hosts one of the toughest races in the world, the Dakar Rally. Morocco, home to the world's oldest university. Oh, that's interesting. The University of Al-Qarawiyyin. Sorry about my pronunciation. Algeria, Africa's largest country by land area. Tunisia, filming location for parts of Star Wars. Libya has some of the largest oil reserves in Africa. Sudan, home to more pyramids than Egypt. South Sudan, the world's newest country, which is independent since 2011. That's very new, very fresh. Madagascar, about 90% of its wildlife is found nowhere else on Earth. Remember the film Madagascar? Peru, nicknamed Africa in miniature for its diverse geography. The Democratic Republic of Congo, home to the Congo River, the second largest river by volume. Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls, is one of the world's largest waterfalls. Zambia shares Victoria Falls with Zimbabwe. Come on, ChatGPT, could you not find its own fact? Namibia, home to the world's oldest desert, the Namib. Botswana, the Okavango Delta is one of the world's largest inland deltas. Angola, Portuguese is the official language. Mozambique, known for its stunning coastline across the Indian Ocean. Ecuador, named after the equator, which runs through it. And finally, our 100th fact of the night. Peru. Machu Picchu is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. I hope you enjoyed that. If your country wasn't mentioned, do drop me a comment. I think there's only 170 countries in the world, so if we want part 2, I can do it. Sleep well, everybody.